Welcome to the Royal Daily Tea YouTube channel. Please be advised all of my videos are for entertainment purposes only, based 100% on my own opinion, my own theories, and my own research. All of my information can be found on the public domain and falls under the fair use guidelines. Please feel free to do your own research. Hello and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. So I took a couple of days off. I seem to have to do that every month or so, take 2 or 3 days just to myself. So I took 4 days off because we had a holiday weekend, and I literally stayed home and did pretty much nothing exciting. If you follow my community post, you know I literally cleaned my ceiling fans. I did some crock pot chili, and I sat on the couch and I binge watched Outlander for 3 days. It was glorious. I'm obsessed with the show. Definitely have to check it out. But it was wonderful to detox away from social media, from my phone. But now I'm ready to spill some more Royal Daily Tea. So that old saying, misery loves company, has never been a truer statement than when I saw the photos of the Harkles having dinner with Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank. Apparently a couple of days ago, the Duke and Duchess of Montecito, who were hosting Harry's cousin, Princess Eugenie, and her husband, were seen dining out at Santa Barbara restaurant. Now, the funny thing about this is a lot of people were talking about how Princess Eugenie is the peacemaker, how she's the branch that's bonding the Sussexes with the royal family. Well, I think we all know by now that's a bunch of hogwash, that Princess Eugenie is definitely not the peacemaker for Harry and the royals. If anything, we've all suspected and proven she's the royal mole. Bottom line, as I've said in a previous video, we all know that Princess Eugenie is Team Sussex. It was very clear during the holiday Christmas Carol special where the Duchess of Cambridge was hosting the event. There was a video of Princess Eugenie and her husband arriving where she very coldly and curtly greeted the Cambridges, and you could see that there was no love lost between her and William. So I consider the four of them to be the second tier royals, kind of the royals who sit on the bench, during like a football game. During the game of football, they always have the top tier team, I think it's string one team, who go out and they either play offensive or they play defensive. And they're the ones who are actually in the game. Then you have the ones who just suit up, they play the part, but they actually sit on the bench the entire time and they don't do anything toward helping their team win. So to me, when I look at the four of them sitting there having their dinner, I consider them the tier 2 royals because both Prince Harry and Princess Eugenie have titles and have lives of privilege, but neither one of them really contribute anything to the UK to earn their titles and their privileges. So the four of them together, I guarantee you, she was not there speaking peace and love and harmony to the Harkles. I'm sure they were gossiping and throwing the Cambridges under the bus, but we all know that Princess Eugenie, like her sister Princess Beatrice, has never quite been a top tier royal, never invited to the party. Again, the whole Cinderella stepsister vibes. Now, with everything that's happening with her father, I can imagine things are very difficult for her and her sister, and my heart does go out to them because they're kind of suffering the sins of the parents. I'm sure they're embarrassed and trying to stay away from the public eye. Out on this, PR tour with the two of them showing up at the Super Bowl, sending the message that, hey, Harry's still in with the royals, everything is A-okay. But of course, I think we know by now that that was a PR stunt for both of them. Probably could use some positive PR. But I guarantee you the four of them are, I always feel like they're plotting something. It was good to see them out and about and enjoying themselves, but then it kind of struck me as odd. A lot of people were saying, well, where is Megan? Why is Megan not at the Super Bowl? Well, perhaps Megan doesn't want to come to the Super Bowl because she doesn't want to be seen with Princess Eugenie because of the whole Prince Andrew scandal. Well, I knew for a fact that wasn't true. And then here they are, the four of them are seen out in public at a restaurant. I don't know how fancy this restaurant was, but it looked very clear that they were having some kind of side door, back door entrance. But then they sat on an outside covered, heated patio where clearly they could be photographed by photographers. If you look at some of these photos, they got a very good viewpoint. So again, from a security standpoint, they're left exposed. Clearly could have thrown some tomatoes from that range, or maybe even worse. So for two people who are so paranoid and security conscious, why would you put yourself on an open patio where you can be filmed and photographed by the paparazzi, by anyone who walked by, and you're putting yourself in the line of getting some tomatoes, or like I said, and maybe a more serious threat happening because you're so paranoid. They always act like they're okay in America with their private security team, but yet they can't go back to the UK because the people there, they're so vile, they're so hateful, and they're threatening they're threatening us. To me, if I was from the UK, I'd be so offended by what they're insinuating about the people of the UK. It is completely unfounded and a double standard that you can go to the Super Bowl, you could go to an outside patio restaurant and feel comfortable where you're laughing it up, but you can't fly to the UK with your same private security detail that you have and hang out with members of the royal family who already have a built-in security system. His father, Prince Charles, supposedly offered him a place to stay. He also could go to Frogmore Cottage, where Princess Eugenie and her husband are staying, the place that he always stays the last two times he has gone to visit. But apparently that's not good enough for Meghan and the children. I'm not understanding it, because he would actually have access to more security if he was really there to visit his family. I'm sure if he went to go visit the Queen, they have a built-in security system around the Queen. I'm just saying. You know, so something isn't adding up here. You know, he talks about how he was harassed. I believe, according to Taz, even showed footage of him leaving the one charitable event that he went to the last time he was in town, where he's claiming that he was chased by paparazzi and that his life was in jeopardy. It's getting to the point of ridiculousness, and we will talk about this lawsuit in another video. So Harry and Meghan are so worried about the people of the UK. Okay, so their popularity has tanked. Nobody likes them, and yes, there might be some flying tomatoes. So according to an online source, the people of Sussex have signed a petition to have the titles of Duke and Duchess of Sussex removed from Harry and Meghan. Apparently, they've only gone to Sussex one time since they've been married, and ever since then, they're just off monetizing their titles, signing their name to anyone who will offer them money, and using the people of Sussex for their own personal advantage. They have done absolutely nothing for the people of Sussex. And if I was from Sussex, I would be pissed. Seriously, they're abusing their title for privilege and for profit. So I hope this petition goes through and that Her Majesty the Queen will remove his Duke title. He is no longer a working royal. He does not serve the people of Sussex. He's accusing everyone of the UK of being vile, of being nasty, of being dangerous, and he's afraid of you. He's afraid of his entire country. Well, if you're so afraid of the UK, then drop your titles at the door, son. Drop your privilege and drop your titles and just stay in America and quit trying to get this free security wherever you go. You're not that important. You don't do anything. I'm sure because you're the Chief Impact Officer at Better Up doesn't entitle you to be a global citizen with free security. So, what do you guys think of Harry and Meghan being afraid of the people of the UK? Do you side with the people of Sussex? And do you think Harry and Meghan should have their Duke and Duchess title removed? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please be sure that you like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell because it really helps me out. Be sure to check me out on all of my social media accounts. And if you can, check out my blog, royaldailytea.com. Thanks, guys, and have an awesome and amazing day. Bye, guys.